Stretch of years here as Milwaukee's head coach. Inbound, an open look at a three, and that is good. Hollins showing off that. The 4 games prior to that, he had really struggled, and his three-point slump even continued through his good offensive play on Sunday. Is low 6 from the three-point line. Booker exploding to the cup, and a badly needed bucket for the Suns.
Yeah, right.
Pat Connaughton. Rollins underneath. Lopez.
Well, you come off a
away. Gillespie working against Porter, trying to turn the corner, and he does. So good offensive start for Colin Lillard back. There is some hope at some point that he could return. But who knows what the future holds. Every activity just makes it a little bit more difficult for a potential comeback. Beautiful pass. Booker dropping a dime. Iguodaro game. Antetokounmpo into the corner to Connaughton. Curls to the rack and makes it look easy.
That's too easy if you're.
Throws into Booker, and here we go. Booker on a switch. Knifes to the paint. All the way to the cup. As the seas just parted for Devin Booker. 2 seconds, Prince gets off a clean look, and that thing nearly went. Only the 5th missed shot for Milwaukee on 16 attempts in that opening quarter. Phoenix Suns meantime shorthanded, shoot just 40% in that open. Corner 3 from Dunn is well short. Gillespie straightaway 3, that's his second 3 of the half. Offensive rebound, Richards. Out to Booker. Contested 3, splash, and cut.
It's a great idea. When Bud was in Atlanta, as Giannis gets the easy layup, he created Bud ball. Defensively, they got stops. The ball movement was.
Here comes Allen, full head of steam, and he gets to the rack. So Phoenix Suns team was down 15. Allen, boy, desperate play to save that backcourt violation. Into the corner, that is Martin. And suddenly Phoenix.
For Milwaukee already, and too many of them getting to the rim with no contest.
Jones steps into a 3. And the Phoenix
tonight steps in and takes a charge there.
Booker coming around a screen, and the Phoenix Suns have their first lead.
To call those things, so I'm not saying he's wrong maybe in what he's taught, but that call had no effect whatsoever on the game.
Antetokounmpo mid-range sub 35% in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with a right-handed sledgehammer, and he's got 20.
Now with 11 turnovers, Nick Richards has to be smarter than that.
Both teams are out of fouls. Antetokounmpo steps into a 3, well short. Offender and get themselves into half-court defensive position. Inbound Rollins. 1 second. Able to get the clean look with Gillespie defending out on the perimeter. Then we got a 3-point game after it looked like the Bucks may run away with it.
Well, we've seen 16 made threes. We knew a lot of.
Just punching that one in with 2 hands before he lands. He's in at number 3. Up to number 2. Bad night for Alper and Şengün because.
In their last timeout, corner 3 from Dunn. Richards on a putback weak side. And the Phoenix Suns again in the trade middle part of January from Charlotte in that Josh Okogie deal as Kuzma lights it up from deep. Straight start in the absence of Beal. This is Allen chiseling his way into the paint. Here comes Booker curling into the paint and hits.
When they can get him going to his left hand.
4 games, he brings more toughness, more defensive prowess. Can that be enough for the Bucks to really think they can go deep as Prince gets a reverse layup?
Well, and that's a.
Milwaukee 10 of 19 from 3 tonight. Booker, big basket for Phoenix as they try to fight their way. See what Devin Booker has tried to do. Almost a one-man band tonight. The final 4 games of the regular season, so the hope is that you can get him back into physical rhythm as Booker drains another 3.
Rebounding help. This was one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the league for most of the year as Giannis creates another.
Milwaukee poked away by Gillespie. Booker into the corner for Jones. Open three. That's good. Gonna steal some minutes here with Devin Booker on the bench. Gillespie turn back. Lopez got him. Leader in blocks, Brook Lopez. And look at that pass. Just exquisite underneath for Connaughton coming back.
That was the second baseline cut of the quarter for Milwaukee. Prince had one earlier. Tyus Jones getting it going here.
Milwaukee is shooting it at a 68% clip. Stan, they have almost 100 points at the end of the third quarter.
Big deal, they're not going to the free throw line.
Martin inbounds. Iguodaro up with the leaner, and the rookie able to put it in with less than a second left in the quarter. And that'll get us to the end of the third here in Milwaukee, with Phoenix again trimming it down to 12. Stan, they close on an 11-2.
16 in the 8 minutes he's out. That's what Doc Rivers and Dennis Scott were talking about.
Lopez muscles it.
Move the ball. They've gotten great shots.
Grayson Allen, it's a deep three. Tough shot as he was kind of moving away from the basket.
Pick and roll with Booker and Richards.
So Milwaukee made the adjustment, but it's Gillespie banging in a corner three. And here come this Prince.
Yeah, I don't know about going under on a handoff with the #1 three-point shooter in the league. Doesn't make a bit of sense.
Antetokounmpo again to spin, and he goes full extension to the rack.
Well, this part I don't like about the way he's not a shooter, and they're worried about getting off the dribble. Nick Richards is just backing off so far that he's allowing Adetokounmpo. Got to meet him out here at the three-point line. You see him, he's already in the retreat. That's what they're hoping he'll do, but he knocked that down. I think you've got to meet him early.
Antetokounmpo setting the table for Lopez.
Well, that's what we're talking about. That's now 52.
Adjust. Antetokounmpo pulls up mid-range jumper too much, and that time Richards played it well.
Absolutely, he stepped up a little higher.
Booker fires short. And Antetokounmpo underneath. It's only blocked at 10. This is Rollins. Again in a starting role, curls to the cup, and he goes glass.
Wow. That is a 5 assists and 2 steals for him tonight.
Allen, pull-up three. He got it.
I don't understand there. Phoenix has it down to 4 and plenty of time.
Here's a corner three. Rollins, back-to-back buckets from year-old Ryan Rollins, who's still playing with that shoulder pain. Dislocated that thing recently as Richards is turned back. At 7, here comes Gillespie, Booker. 1 to shoot. Martin left open. Long
New York, especially if Jalen Brunson is healthy.
Lopez roll into the basket. And there's your knock-it.
Play develop.
Booker weaves his way up the floor, finds his spot on the baseline. Antetokounmpo clears, and we're down to 20 seconds. (131-120) as Milwaukee will improve to 41-34. Gillespie. Booker will
that well for that long. Congratulations to Doc.
Indeed. Hoping he can somehow get this team into some postseason success, as they're going to win it. Phoenix was pesky tonight as Mike Budenholzer makes his return to Milwaukee for the first